OklaHomesteader here. Thought we'd do a quick garden tour this evening. So let's check things out in the Hightunnel first. These are my extra tomatoes I just stuck in the ground. I don't even know what variety. I didn't mark them or anything, but they're doing pretty darn good. I've got a lot of heirloom varieties. And of course, nothing in the garden's ever perfect, so excuse the mess in places. But as you can see, I've got these raised beds, and these are IBC totes that I've cut in half and put drainage holes in the bottom, and then filled up with the bottom half is filled up with old firewood and just junk, you know, firewood and branches and leaves and some manure, and then good soil on top, and then mulched with this kind of cocoa fiber stuff. Makes it, holds the moisture in. It's a great mulch. But got some bell peppers, lots of tomatoes, tomatillas here. This is my tree propagation area or tub. These are oak trees, walnut trees, and all these were grown from acorn or walnut or, you know, seed. Some of these trees are from my favorite areas, different national park and state parks, where I've picked up acorns in the fall, overwintered them, and grew them into trees. Nice big tomatoes there. And it's been pretty hot lately here in Oklahoma, so some of these plants are getting a little yellow, not looking the best, but hopefully hang in there for a couple more months and they'll be all right here come this fall. Some of this stuff's trees. Again, this is trees that I've grown from seed, where I've harvested, and it's just something I enjoy, something fun. Plant them all over here on the property. Nice Cherokee purple tomato there. Poblanos. Those are about to be stuffed and grilled. And this had some squash and zucchini, and that's already done. Squash bugs annihilated all that stuff already, so we'll replant here before long. We've got a bunch of hot peppers, good for salsa, good for stuffing jalapeno poppers. One asparagus bed inside here, where I get asparagus even earlier than normal. Being in this Hightunnel here, it really produces early. Some lavender. I've even got a lemon tree growing right there in that bed. And this winter, I will put plastic up around this frame, the red 2x2 and 2x4 frames, and even a little small heater if I need to, just to keep that thing alive. See if I can do some citrus here in zone 7B. But like I said, a lot of this stuff's getting it's a little too hot, and it's starting to show. Comfrey fig tree here. banana peppers. There's a bunch of tomatoes. That thing's loaded. Check them all out. So what I do usually is I don't currently have any pigs out here in my pig area. Otherwise, I'd be feeding all this to my pigs. This is all the tomatoes with blossom end rot and the different things that have already died, and you know, stuff that's been chewed on too much. I've been piling it over here, and I'll either carry this to the chickens occasionally, or I'll leave it all in here. And then when I do have pigs, I will, once the garden's done in the fall, that's what some of this partial fence is left up for, is I will continue fencing this little back area that's kind of empty, and then the pigs go in here and they get all the scraps from the garden. And then in the spring, I move them back out to where their pig pen is. Out here, got some flowers for the pollinators. This stuff out here, we have had some really strange weather, tons of rain in Oklahoma this spring or this summer, and some hailstorms, and it has really done a number on these plants. Some of this stuff's rebounding a little bit, but boy, it was looking really rough. So all these plants, you can see where the hail that's all from hail damage. So I kind of just figured I'll let these plants grow and see what they do. Probably not much, but we'll let it grow. Even this stuff is hail bruises from the hail, and then of course the weak spot is where the bugs come in. So, you know, these need to be picked off, and they're not even ripe, but they're not going to be any good. So I like these big galvanized stock tanks, is what they are, animal stock tanks for water. But these were all either had holes in the bottom, and I got them for free. I've picked them up off the side of the road on big trash day near farms. I've got them on Marketplace. I've got them on Craigslist. Just a variety of ways. And these have all been here for many years and are holding up really well. So looks cool. I like the raised bed thing. You'll see a lot of reclaimed materials at my homestead, and one of those things being this brick. And as you can see in here, it doesn't all match. There's different colors. There's, you know, different size brick, different color of brick. And I really don't care, because it all serves a purpose. It gives me a nice walkway. And that's why I put it there. So yeah, it's not a super formal garden, but it's functional, and the brick's a nice, rather than walking through the dirt or wood chips all the time, it's nice to have a nice solid surface sometimes. So sweet potatoes in these raised buckets here. Those are like buckets for trees, maybe 35 gallon, but you could put them in anything. Again, all this stuff really took a hit. You can even see this branch. This just needs to be trimmed off of there. But and then over here I've added some apple trees. So these are columnar apple trees, and they grow pretty much straight up. So they'll be 12 foot tall or so. But the branches stay in a tight column like this. And so out here in the garden, I can intermingle these in here, and it doesn't provide too much shade for the other plants out here. In fact, in Oklahoma, with the heat that we have in the summer normally, it's actually a little bit of relief throughout the day as the sun travels across the sky. It may provide a little bit of shade, at least for a short time, to some plants that really appreciate it. Some more trees there. I've got one dead tree. It's been there for probably 5 years, and I'm not really sure, but it'll need to be replaced. This area here is kind of a mess right now. I'm in the process of, this is going to be a small chicken yard. I'm going to finish these panels on top here to keep the predators out. And then they'll build a small chicken coop in this back area. And my plan is to put, you know, a dozen or so hens in here, laying hens, and it'll be my compost facility. Garden scraps will go in here. The chickens will eat it. They mix everything up and they make good compost. I'll also add wood chips in here as needed, and they break those down faster as well. So turning it into more good quality dirt. This is all the asparagus, 4 by 8 beds of asparagus. It's maybe kind of hard to see this close up, but of course that's all ferned out for the summer, and it'll turn brown, and we'll cut that all back late winter. These beds had squash and zucchini, and they're already done. I just tore those out. And like I said, I'll replant probably. Okra is super short this year. And as you can see, same thing. That's not bug damage. That's from the hail. And the wind that we've been having is just crazy. Very unlike most years.
Take me back to the old dirt road where Mama